Discussion was about this continent, Africa. As you know, Africa was colonized many, many centuries and oppressed, and every other thing was done by people who came here. Africans decided to say, let us now be free. And we went through that kind of situation and succeeded to have Africa, as they would say, being freed. But those who had colonized us, it was just a bit that they say, we can do this. They continued, in a sense, indirectly, to take everything in Africa they found, to claim that this belongs to them. And they still do it today. Even that freedom that we are talking about got watered down by the manner in which the relations between Africa and the colonizers were. Because colonizers still believe it was their own. And therefore, even having said, we are now free, but the misery, the problems that we still face are the same. And therefore, we as Africans have to discuss that matter and correct the wrongs. I think this country is a glaring example, this country, wherein those who oppressed them wanted to continue to do so. What was good with the leaders here, they said, not now. And it was therefore important to discuss with the president here. What can we do to ensure that this process that has been taken begins again in Africa to finally liberate Africa? If you look at what has happened, you will realize that the colonizers, since the time up to now, still believe that Africa belongs to them. And what we are discussing is, no, that time must end. We should run our own affairs. It's absolutely important. We can't even say we'll talk on this under the carpet. No, it's just facts. We discuss things related to what I've just talked about, and as you know, I can't give you all the details because we were discussing as Africans, and we are not necessarily saying we want to tell the world what is happening. We want to say, we who think alike now, what can we do to help Africans to be finally free? That's what we talk about, and I'm very happy to have met my brother here, because I think he's something in Africa that Africa will always remember. Of course, since we've met, it is possible that we'll meet again and meet again and meet again, because we need to quicken, make Africa be what it is supposed to be. Just one small point to make. And I hope Africans will listen to this small point very well. This country decided to free itself finally, not under the yoke of the colonizers, to show that we still have a serious problem. The organization here in Africa put that under the area of them committing a very serious crime which is always talked about. Our brothers here said this is a coup d'etat. It's not a coup d'etat. This country decided to free itself 100% from the colonizers. The rulers of us here, our colleagues, can't see it. They think it's a coup d'etat which was developed by the oppressors to change the kind of caliber of leaders who were there at that time, to remove them. They can't see the difference. That tells you the problem we have.